Hello everyone, this will be week 14 picks. Sorry that's a little early and a little late. It's just I have basketball every day. Hope you enjoy the video. Yet again, sorry that's late. And yeah. Starting off week 14 will be Josh Allen. Now Josh Allen just came off his injury and he's been playing really well. Despite being a quarterback, in the last 2 weeks, he's had 234 rushing yards and 4 total touchdowns. Going up against a decent Jets defense, I like this matchup pretty well. Pretty nice for Josh Allen. If you're in need of a quarterback, I like Josh Allen this week. Next up will be Jeff Wilson. Now, Jeff Wilson is going to be a starting running back due to Matt Breida's injury. He is out this week, and Alfred Morris is just bad at football, so he'll be getting most of the carries this week. Going up against the Broncos defense, it's a pretty tough matchup for your first career start, but he'll get the opportunities he needs to do something, and I like him this week as a pretty solid flex. Next up will be Jaylen Samuels. Now, Jaylen Samuels will be the starting running back this week as James Conner is out with his injury. Going up against a very weak defense in the Raiders, I think Jaylen Samuels could do really well, just depending on how many times they give him the ball. He also has Stephen Ridley behind him, and I'm assuming they'll give both of them a decent amount of carries, but Samuels will be a starter. I think he's a decent RB2, solid flex. I do like Samuels this week. Next up will be Justin Jackson. Now, with Melvin Gordon being hurt being out this week again for the second straight week, Austin Ekeler is the starter, but Anthony Lynn, the Chargers coach, said they do want to get Justin Jackson more involved. So I'm assuming that he will get more carries as Ekeler is more of a receiving back. So I do like Jackson this week going up against the Bengals. Last week, he played decent with the amount of opportunities he had with 8 attempts for 63 yards and a touchdown. I do like him this week, yet again going up against a pretty weak defense in the Bengals. I do like Jackson this week as probably a solid flex. That will be Courtland Sutton. Now, Courtland Sutton will become the number 1 receiver for the Broncos for the rest of the year, as Emmanuel Sanders is out for the rest of the season. Last week, with Emmanuel Sanders partially out, he had 4 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown. This week, going up against a pretty weak defense in the 49ers, I do really like Courtland Sutton this week. As the number 1 receiver yet again. He'll get lots of targets. I do like Sutton as probably a flex, maybe wide receiver too. Next up is Robert Foster. Now, Robert Foster has had an amazing last 3 weeks with 226 yards, a touchdown, and 6 catches. For a guy that hadn't really been anything for the Bills before the last 3 weeks, he's been playing extremely well. Will become maybe the number 1 receiver. Kelvin Benjamin was released, and that will make a combination of Zay Jones, Isaiah McKenzie, and Robert Foster the wide receiver 1 for the Bills. Yet again, going up against the Jets, I do like Robert Foster. This is merely a boomer bust flex this week. Maybe if he gets more opportunities, that he'll get better fantasy options, but this is a boomer bust flex for this week. Next up is Curtis Samuel. Now, Curtis Samuel had a pretty good week for PPR wise last week, and with 6 catches, 88 yards. This week going up against the Browns, I really do like him. I think he's a pretty decent flex for this week in PPR leagues. He gets a lot of targets. Cam Newton has been having a great year this year. I really do like Curtis Samuel this week. Next up is another Panther, Ian Thomas. Now, Ian Thomas does become the number 1 tight end with Greg Olsen being out this week. I think he might be out for the year, but I kind of forget right now. Ian Thomas is a great option, starting tight end for, yet again, Cam Newton, who's having a great year. He's kind of like an O.J. Howard, who's like mostly offensive, really fast for the position. I do like Ian Thomas this week. He's a decent tight end one this week, but really I wouldn't start him this week just to see how much targets and opportunities he gets. Last up will be the Giants defense. Now, the Giants defense have actually been playing really well lately with 5 interceptions the last 3 games, 2 of them being pick sixes. Going up against the Washington Redskins this week, who is the starting quarterback for them will be Mark Sanchez. I don't think anyone thinks he's a starting worthy quarterback nowadays. I think he's definitely going to get some turnovers. I just really like the Giants defense this week. I think they're a very good sleeper this week. Just a little extra, I think I will be uploading a video on the college football playoff picks, or like bowl picks. Once like I know like the odds and stuff like that. Please like the video or comment if you like that. And yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Sorry that's a little early in the morning and late considering that football's almost on. Yet again, I have basketball every week or every day. Please yet again follow the Instagram. That'll be in the link description below. I upload injury updates and fantasy updates and things like that. And hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye.